and welcome back to another video. I hope you're all doing really well. Today I have another jewellery brand to discuss, so I hope you have been enjoying these videos so far. I've done two other videos. The first one I was talking about Linear, which is a really nice jewellery brand, very sustainable and use a lot of recycled products and a lot of lab-grown diamonds, which is great. And then I talked about Jewellery, which I'm sure you've all heard about. So I did a little review of all the jewellery pieces, or a lot of the jewellery pieces I have from them. And today I wanted to talk about Ana Luisa because they are another big proportion of my jewellery collection. I have worked with them in the past, but this video is not sponsored by them. And I just wanted to talk through their pieces and let you know some of my favorite pieces, how I style them, how I incorporate jewelry into my personal style, and also just what I think of Ana Luisa in general. So I've got a little bit of a mix of products to share with you today. So the first one I'm wearing, and I thought I might as well wear it and show you, but it's this necklace set. And I have loved this for so long. I got this one recently. It was one that I remember I really wanted when I was working with them before. I really wanted to get sent it. I think I worked with them on some podcast ads back when I had my podcast going. It'll come back, I swear. But so I just got this for myself recently. I managed to pick it out and I love it. And I think it has kind of like a nice boho vibe. And that's kind of what I like in my summer wardrobe, is a little bit of boho-ness. I'm just moving aside because I can't really see the full necklace on my camera, but let me just show you up close as well, if you can see that. So it's just kind of like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's almost like a horseshoe, or it's not. It's kind of like something between horseshoe and horns, but I love it. And I love just how long it is as well. I think it's probably the longest necklace I have. And then it just comes with this little coin disc necklace as well. I just think they're a really nice little pair. So I really like these together, but I also really like mixing them with other necklaces that I have as well. So I have a few that are literally just a chain. So I might wear something like this as well, and kind of let this one be the star of the show. But I just think this is a really nice piece when you get kind of two necklaces in one as well. So things like this really add a little bit of character to my more basic outfits. So I'm wearing this big black t-shirt dress at the minute. It's quite basic, very simple. But by putting these on, I feel like it just gives my overall outfit a little bit more of like intentional. Just trying to look at myself in the mirror here. Like a little bit intentional, a little bit kind of polished and finished, instead of it just being a big baggy jumper dress or t-shirt dress. And then, like I said, a little bit boho vibes as well. I could definitely play up on this with maybe some kind of like boots that feel a little bit more boho, like some suede ankle boots, and like a denim jacket or kind of something fringed. I don't really have a lot of that in my wardrobe anymore. It tends to just stay in my festival wardrobe, but I do still love a hint of boho. So this is how I'm doing it this summer. The next piece I'm going to show you is a pair of earrings, and these are some earrings that you might have actually seen me wear a lot. They're just the most simple. Let me close them. Just dropped one as well. Really simple. It's kind of like a hoop, but it's like this kind of more geometric shape. And I love these. These are like my absolute everyday earrings. They're so tiny, so you can kind of wear them with absolutely any necklace, and they just add something, but not too much. So it's kind of, it doesn't take away from like a layered necklace look. It doesn't look like there's too much going on, but it does just kind of finish this area nicely. Like, I feel like this looks a bit bare with no earring. Kind of liking the look of this. So let me pick up the other one and put that in. Yeah, they're just really handy. I also will wear these sometimes with a bigger hoop in my main piercing, and then I'll wear these earrings in my second lobe piercing. So I want to kind of go for a bit of an impact. I'll like double up my hoops. So these are really great size for doing that. So on their own, if I want something more simple, and then like double it up if I kind of want to go a little bit bolder. Maybe I'm not wearing so many necklaces and I'll just have more earrings, or something like that. But yeah, I really like these. They're just so easy to wear. They're also so comfortable because they're like a fully enclosed one, or I don't really know how to describe that. They're not like a stud at the back. They're really easy to sleep on, so I could actually sleep with these in. I have done a few times by accident, and they're fine. They don't hurt my ears or anything or dig into my neck. And I think that kind of stands to the quality of them as well, is that I have slept in them, I have worn them so much, they haven't tarnished at all. And I think it's probably because they're gold vermeil versus a gold plated. I've talked about this in previous videos as well, so if you have watched those videos, it probably just sounds like I'm a broken record. But basically, a gold vermeil is a thicker, a very, very thick gold plating. I think it's like 10 times thicker or something like that. So it lasts way, way longer. And, you know, these can get a little bit wet. If they do, it's not the end of the world because they are just that higher quality. Whereas gold plated, they tend to tarnish quite quickly, especially if you wear them a lot or if you get them wet as well. Gold vermeil is great as well because it's not as expensive as solid gold. So this is gold vermeil on sterling silver. And the great thing about Ana Luisa as well is they do use recycled materials where they can. So I do like that about the brand. And they're also carbon neutral. They're, I think, yeah, completely plastic free packaging. Comes in all cardboard apart from these little pouches that you get your jewellery in, which I find so handy for travelling. I'll always use these. They also, so there's these ones and there's also a slightly longer one that has like a little pocket, like divider in the middle. And that's kind of the one that I tend to use when I'm travelling because you can just put a few different bits in them. They're so handy. And I've pretty much got too many of these now. The next piece, and I haven't talked about bracelets at all in any of the other videos because I don't have a lot of bracelets. I have very tiny wrists, and so I struggle to get bracelets that fit me properly, that actually just kind of stay sitting on my wrist and don't like slide down to here during the day. So this is a really nice one. And it's one that, because it has links, you could take them out if you needed to, but actually this fits me really well. And I really like it just because it's kind of chunky as well. We just struggled with this here for a little while. So it, you know, it doesn't stay on my wrist, but it doesn't go down too far either. So I really like this one, and I think it's kind of just cool because it's chunky, and I really like that. A little bit maybe, I don't know if it gives it a little bit of like edge or something. Kind of reminds me of a real old school watch, you know, those kind of like chunky ones. I feel like that's why it gives me a little bit of edge, but I like that. I like adding little bits of edginess to some outfits, especially if I'm going to wear something a little bit more delicate and dainty or just something really simple. So I really like this bracelet. This was one that was sent to me when I worked with them previously. But yeah, I've worn it a good bit actually, probably more than any other bracelet I've ever owned, and still looks brand new. Yeah, love it. So that's just something that I can add. Sometimes I like to wear my gold watch on probably gold plated watch, gold May watch on this hand from Nord Green, and then or my Garmin if I'm counting my steps, and then I'll just wear this on this hand just to kind of balance out my wrists a little bit as well. And I think when I want to be a little bit extra dressy as well, depending on an outfit I'm wearing on like a night out, but I might just want a little bit more bling, so I will tend to add a bracelet. Another necklace to show you here actually. This is kind of an example of one that I mentioned earlier. I'll show you. This is a really sweet little chain. But this is kind of more like a choker chain. Now obviously there's, you know, it's a little bit adjustable as well, but it's quite short length. But way too many necklaces on here. As you can see, it's quite a nice short length, and I like to wear this just on its own sometimes, just as like a tiny little finishing touch. If I'm wearing like maybe V-neck and I want to add this, or I kind of like wearing it with a crew neck and just having it just over the edge of it. I'm not sure if I'd wear all three of these together. Maybe if I was going to like a festival and I just kind of wanted to pile on the bling. For general day to day, I'd probably just wear these two, like I said, or even just these two if I want something a little bit simpler. But they're just really great options to have these kind of different lengths to mix and match. But I really love this. So if I was to just could strike what I felt. So I just tuck those ones in and just have this one. I feel like this is very me. This is a very everyday me. Simple hoop, simple necklace, but it's just those little finishing touches that kind of just elevate a really basic black t-shirt dress. But yeah, so I love that. And I think if I just didn't know what to wear, it's kind of like the go-to outfit. My go-to jewelry would be something like this. So I just throw it on with pretty much any outfit and it will work. So I have a couple of earrings to show you. So I'm going to take these ones out and put the other ones in. I say a couple of earrings. I have one more pair. And these I got recently as well. These weren't gifted by Ana Luisa, but they're just the cutest, daintiest little thing ever. So I just love them. And they kind of have I can show you properly. They just have like a little pin shape at the top that you thread through your ear. So you can kind of pull them in a little bit or a lot, and you kind of just balance that out yourself. But I just think they're the most delicate, dainty thing. And like I was saying about adding different personalities or different style personalities to your look, these just add a real elegant, feminine touch for me. That's what I think they do. So even with just like a little black dress, I think these are just like the most, yeah, such elegant little earrings. And it's not really a kind of elegant, they don't really have that box ticked with anything else. But I think because they're so dainty, and I feel like they look a lot more expensive than they were. So I really love these, and I definitely, like I said, because they're new, I haven't worn them tons, but I feel like I'm going to really enjoy wearing these. I just think they're really special. I have a wedding to go to in the summer, my sister's. Maybe I'll wear these because I have kind of a high neck dress, kind of like high neck, not razor style, but it's sleeveless anyway. I feel like these would just, you don't want too much going on up here sometimes when you have a high neck. Just that little, like I said, little finishing touch. I adore these. I think they'd be gorgeous as well with my hair up, and then just have those dangling down. So yeah, really, really pretty, really special. And like I said, they just look and feel a lot more expensive than they were. So I hope this helps you kind of think about how you incorporate jewelry into your personal style and kind of what pieces really add certain characteristics. Like, do you want something that's a bit more edgy? Do you want something a bit more feminine? Do you want something really classic and really chic and elegant? Or, boho, like layer on some extra pieces. And even with working with the pieces that you already have, how can you wear them in a way that is a bit more boho? By layering up multiple necklaces. Does that give you a bit more of a vibe? Or pairing daintier pieces with edgier pieces to kind of balance them out within your style personality. So have fun and play around. Like literally, I challenge you, go put on the most basic outfit, and I challenge you to just style it up differently with different earrings, different necklaces, different rings, different bracelets, whatever kind of jewelry you have. Just play around with it and take pictures in your mirror and see how you can change up your looks just by changing up your jewelry. Whether that's costume jewelry or that kind of like mid-range, a little bit better, like better quality, a little bit more expensive, or if you have some really expensive, good quality pieces, that can be really fun too. It can be really fun to pair those expensive pieces with just everyday clothing because it just gives you that really cool juxtaposition. It really up levels the most basic outfit as well. So in terms of shopping with Ana Luisa, I would definitely recommend them as a go-to jewelry brand. I just feel like the quality is great. I can wear these pieces on repeat and I don't feel like the quality is diminishing it in any way. And like I said, some of these pieces I've had for a year, maybe even 2 years, probably more like 2 years, like these necklaces, these earrings, this bracelet. And I just feel like, yeah, they're still going strong and they're not completely breaking the bank as well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I am going to have a little bit of a roundup of all of the brands I've spoken about, and I really want to do another like full collection, jewelry collection video, show you everything I have because I do have more pieces from Ana Luisa, and I have more pieces from a jewelry that I didn't show you. So I'll do a full jewelry collection in the next couple of weeks. I also need to do a bit of a declutter of it because I think, like with any wardrobe, it's good to kind of cull some things that maybe you're not wearing so much, not to make room for other items, but just so I can actually store them better. Because I only have one jewelry drawer and it's full. So I need to just create a bit of space and just have the pieces in there that I truly love. And in the words of Marie Kondo, that truly sparked joy. So yeah, I will film all of that for you. I hope you've enjoyed this one. If you haven't subscribed already, I would really appreciate if you do so. And I'll talk to you all really soon.